Sometimes you just need things to stand up a little bit. What am I talking about? Well, let's jump into this together and I'll explain. Welcome to this episode of Design Talk by DIY3DTech.com. This episode, I want to share this design with you guys. So what is this? Well, one of the things, as you remember back a few episodes, I purchased this new stereo microscope and I purchased a high-resolution video camera to go on it. And one of the things I need to do is mount a monitor close to the desktop nearby the microscope for the HDMI input from the microscope so I can focus it and see what it's recording. So with that, I decided to whip up a mount utilizing some 2040 extrusion and 3D print a stand that would fit my application. Now I'm going to have this out on Thingiverse, but I thought this worked out pretty good and I wanted to share it with you guys. So the first thing I did is I designed up a Versa plate. This is a 100 by 100 plate. And then obviously I put two mounting holes in here for the M5s, which then go into T-nuts for the 2040. On the other side I have standoffs that clear the cap head screws, and then to attach the 2040 I also designed this base. So with that, again, I've got two M5s in the back, T-nuts. The 2040 goes inside of here, TV mounts onto here, monitor, and this all kind of stands up. Now I printed this out of PLA and it's pretty rigid, and that's one of the reasons I chose PLA is its rigidity. Now you could have went with PETG too. Now this is going to be in my basement lab, my electronics lab, so temperature is not a problem with this, and it is pretty rigid. Now the piece is the television, and I'll do some overlays, will actually sit on the pretty much these legs, so this will bear the weight of it. The only thing I really need this to do is to stand it up. So if you have an application like this, this would be a handy accessory. And again, I kind of wanted to share the design idea. Now if you were going to mount it say a lot higher, this piece would have to be much more resilient. I'm going to be going with about a 21-inch television. Now this television I'm using, and again I'll have some overlays, has VGA, HDMI, etc. And so it makes it really good for this type of application and for my electronics workbench, because I can run a whole bunch of different signals into it and get video output. So I hope you found this interesting. If you did, I'll have this out on Thingiverse. You can grab the files, download it, print it yourself. Now again, you'll need about a 300 by 300 printer, of course, to print this bigger base. Print's really easy, no supports, the holes cover themselves, and so not a problem. And hey, if you got any other suggestions for something like this, hit me up in the comments below. Swag Shop's going to be up there, and any comments down below, and subscribe. Cheers.
Please click like below and subscribe to the channel.